talking about?
Investigations. Yeah, subcommittee. To do investigations backward.
Okay. On the CIA, which you made reference to, that investigation will take place, if it takes place, and I think Senator Carter may be in a position to know whether the intelligence unit. Okay. Anyway, let me give you a general answer first of all. There needs to be, I believe, an accounting of torture in this country. The Armed Services Committee, which I chair, has recently issued a report, which you're obviously very familiar with, I know you are, about torture at the highest levels, the policies that were put in place at the highest levels of this government. We released the executive summary of that report, and it's on my website. And I have a copy here with it. I don't have time with me, but I don't have time to read parts of it. But what it does is say, to state, as the former Secretary of Defense said, or his deputy, that this was just a few people, a few bad apples, that's what Wolfowitz said, a few bad apples were perpetrated out of the grave is false. The policies about torture were adopted at the highest level. That's what our report finds. So we're going to continue. We're going to try to complete this investigation, at least on the DOD side, okay? But on the intelligence, the CIA side, that's going to be up to the Intelligence Committee. I have suggested to Eric Holder, who will be the next Attorney General, despite the delay that took place today, that he select some people or hire an outside person who's got real credibility, perhaps a retired federal judge, to take all the available information, and there's reams of it. Look, the Vice President, former Vice President of the United States, acknowledged that they engaged in torture. He says waterboarding is not torture. He's wrong. Waterboarding is torture, period. And this administration and Eric Holder has said so. It's torture, and there's other forms that they engaged in. So what needs to be done, I believe, in addition to finishing the investigation, is for the Attorney General, the new Attorney General, to identify some people in his office to take the existing documentation, the acknowledgments, folks. This is not a very difficult, this is almost like a case in court where there's an agreed upon statement of facts. The previous administration acknowledges that it engaged in waterboarding, period. Now, we got a 200-page report which goes into details, which will be released, we hope, in the next couple of weeks, the full report. But in any event, we are going to finish our side of the investigation. The Intelligence Committee hopefully will do the CIA part.
I've got to get my colleagues and myself over to the Senate floor.